Good evening, everyone.
Oh, sorry.
Welcome to the stream. Thanks anyone who joins us. Tier 3, round 7 here at China. Comms tonight's myself, Claire Mull, and joined again by Dan.
Hello there. I'm not happy that we've only 19 on the grid. I'm going to be really honest about it, but it is what it is. Lost
Yeah,
the
it's
what
not
it
good.
is.
Not good enough, to be honest. Not good enough.
Nope. Yeah, do we get? I suppose we didn't get a forecast. Yeah, it looks kind of grey. It's actually funny enough.
Steve's just posted in saying all dry, 19% chance of rain in qualifying and
Ooh,
21% in the race.
that's
Borderline
probably
that.
okay, but it's in and around that figure. So with approximate weather, that can change. So
Have you got the
interesting.
stream on in the background?
Whoa. Sorry. Can you hear my voice on stream? Yeah.
Yeah.
That's good. Saves me checking it. Um,
I could hear my own. That was the concerning part.
and nobody likes hearing your voice, so.
Exactly.
Yeah, we had a wet race here Friday night. I'll be honest with you, I hate the rain with a passion. I don't practice for rain. I slap on medium traction because I'm a wuss. But it actually felt okay. The full wets just, for some reason, I could feel where I could feel the limit on the grip in full wets where I can't really do that in inters. But yeah, so BC with them kind of percentages, it's yeah, it could be touch and go. Sky is grey. The track is definitely greasy looking, so be interesting.
Yeah, definitely. It's a track I find tricky enough in the dry, to be honest, let alone the wet.
Yeah, it's not the best track in the world. It's that there's just a serious lack of grip in places. I think it was worse on the last game, to be fair, but it's not a great track. And overtaking is fairly limited. You got turn 14, even turn 1 with DRS. You want to get a mega launch, it can be difficult.
I do have to say, I know obviously it goes against what the stewards want, but I think turn 1, 2, 3 off the race start is absolutely brilliant. I love it,
Oh
me.
yeah, yeah. Like I started P11, so slap bang in the midfield, got through it no problem. Everybody was cautious. We were 3 wide for parts of
Yeah.
it. Bit a small bit of bumping as you would expect, but it just requires a brain, you know. If you got
Yeah, not so much since I've moved to the wheel, but when I was on the pad, I used to, I used to make up 4, 5, 6 positions on the race start here, and I absolutely love that little sequence.
yeah, no way calling mediums on a wet track for Dando. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
people
so,
weren't.
sounds like Dan.
Yeah, I had
Is
a
that not
disaster
that
the race.
Irish logic?
Yeah. I made up 3 or 4 positions off the race start. Then I did an incident, turn 14, where I got wing damage. Came in, put on the got the wing changed, put on a fresh set of wets, and then when I boxed for inters, they decided to put on mediums, despite having selected mediums and telling them mediums or inters. Sorry, selected inters, told them inters, and gave me mediums. So yeah, it was an all-round disaster. But I did cling on for P15. 14, sorry. So yeah, is what it is.
Yeah, it is. I'd say it's a technical track, to be honest. That you've got a mix of slow, medium, and high speed corners. Turn 1 always catches me out. It's one similar
Mm.
to Suzuka, Japan, where you don't really need to brake as soon as you get to turn 1, but I always find myself braking and then I've lost too much speed. I'm on the wrong line.
Yeah, it is. I mean, sector 1 and 2 are more or less. You need the wings, but um, the issue for me is that back straight. If you run low wings, it's so late in the lap. By the
Yeah,
time you get there, you mightn't even be in a position to overtake, anyways. So, I
yeah,
ran quite high wings here for such a long straight. I think it was 44, 38. No, I do run higher wings anyway, but yeah, I was, to be honest with you, after 2 or 3 laps, I was so far back, I couldn't really tell, but It's a tricky one. It's definitely a tricky one. I think that's where the trail braking comes into its own. If you can learn the art of trail braking, you can afford to run lower wings and get the car turned in using your braking to get turned in,
Yeah.
and you then have the lower wings for the straights. And I've always found that in Tier 1, it's like
But
certain guys, the likes of LF and Bruges and Pink, it's like they have your wings in the the windy sections, and then they have low wings in the long sections, and you're like, how's that possible?
yeah. Well, I know probably back to season 3, where when I used to make my own setups, I used to spend hours doing them during the week when I was working from home. The good old days. Spend hours building a setup, and I always compromised on low wings, but I'd tweak the suspension settings, which still give me the turning. Stiffer suspension. Ooh, Teabag has a half spin there.
Yeah, so he's on a lap, he's back out of it.
SDRS is on the lap now. But yeah, I used to always optimize the setup for the lowest wings I could, and adapt the suspension to work with them low wings to give me the turning instead of increasing the wing.
Yeah.
Steve has said Teabag is on wheel tonight. So that's good. That's new.
Yeah. We like his traction. He'll be back to pad next week.
He'll do a full set Dave and sell the fuck up.
I think it was in everyone's best interest for Dave to do that, to be fair.
Yeah, after that, the Monza one.
Way, Dave Douglas is joining. Full grid. I'm happy.
Evening, Dave. He tunes in basically just as we mentioned as SDRS goes top with a 32-1. Nice lap from him. Yeah, Dave joins the chat just as we were talking about him. He said he wanted to sell his kid instead. Just trying to see who's on a lap. Whether Teabag's... Has he kept it in there? Yeah.
I think SDRS sandbagged his trial and the first race or two since he got that full-time Tier 3 seat.
Dave saying he's gutted it's not a wet race tonight. But we've got Luckman up there, P2, current championship leader.
Yeah, I tell you, I'm looking at Marshall's time in the mediums. There's a lot of guys in the mediums there with very competitive times. Gracie Captain Hindsight back in the grid as well.
And that's a brilliant lap time from him as well, to be fair. Only a 10th behind Marshall.
Yeah, definitely, yeah. I think Captain Hindsight's always had pace. He's just one of them that just always seems to be unlucky.
Yeah, he's definitely had some bad luck, always caught up in it. I was going to make a shit joke in relation to his name, but I decided not to. That's why I had a little giggle to myself and then started coughing. Just on with Hound down the back straight now. Guessing this is his second lap on these mediums.
Oh, for fuck's sake. LOI Colin just sent me a screenshot of my link. I selected mediums, not inters. What a tool.
Yeah, not the sharpest tool in the box. As Hound goes P12, a 33.7, which is only 2/10 above the drop zone at the moment. Don't think that's going to be enough.
Not a hope. He needs to get around fairly lively, or he's not going to have time. In fact, I'd argue he still not might have enough time.
Chip Hazard up to third, a 32.8. Great lap from Chip.
You reckon Hound has enough time to get back in tyres and around?
It's going to be fucking tight.
Close. Yeah.
Oh, Anderson invalidates on the final corner, and it was a 33.3.
Yeah, if you run wide there at all, you're in.
It'd have put him at P6.
You're in a spot of bother.
And it's invalidated his next lap as well. If he's no fuel. He's no fuel, so I think that's Anderson done. I don't think he's going to be able to get back in and out.
See, this is the thing for Steve. The whole concept of bringing the mediums in is you have a fresh set for the race, but he's 2 out laps, 2 hot laps, and 2 in laps on him at this stage, which kind of negates the whole point of having mediums, that second set of mediums in the first place. I'd be doing 1 lap on him, that's it. It's not good enough. Get rid of him.
He's not quick enough on the mediums. Just don't do any laps on him. Go out on softs. Use the bleeding softs.
As well, so yeah, there's no way he's getting out. Not a hope. Not a hope.
Rusty set a time there, 32.5, puts himself P2. Just to answer Pompey Q's question, no, not a sprint race, mate, just the feature. Full quali on the feature race. Evening, Ehel, thanks for tuning in, mate.
Yeah, I suppose lucky for Hone in a way that Anderson is unless Anderson ain't going to get around either, so he's out. Mate, he's a couple of tenths up on his lap. T-Bags 3 or 4 tenths up on his lap, but he's way off the pace. Moritz has a quali band, so it's Northpack and Matey boy can put Steve in big trouble here. And Northpack's up 2 seconds on his time already through sector 1. That can't be right. Anyway.
Yeah, no. Yeah, Hound's retired. He can't make it.
Maybe doesn't improve. So yeah, I think
Dave Douglas has just commented with a crying face.
Yeah. And Northpack is spent.
Oh, nerfs off. That's exactly where I lost it. Or is it? Yeah. That's exactly where I lost it on Friday night. I hit the wall exactly the same as him, and my rear left wheel popped off. T-Bag's 2.4 under his... Oh, T-Bag spun. Matey boy's just come out of the gravel. I don't think anyone in this drop zone wants to improve. I think that's it.
Yeah, Steve.
You are lucky, man.
Yeah, very lucky. That was not a smart decision. Well, not a smart decision for 2 reasons. For one, he's nearly out. For 2, he's ruined the set of mediums. What's the point? But yeah, look, is what it is. He knows better, as always.
Yeah, because he's got through though, you know. He'll say he's right.
But we all know he's wrong.
Yeah, it's Steve, isn't it?
Yeah.
Got Curly.
Have faith. No.
Curly's just cruising.
Steve says have faith. That's not faith. That's luck.
Pint size is on a lap. He's improving slightly. He's P10 at the moment. Not bad from pint size. Coming down that back straight now. He's still pushing. It looks like he is just focusing on trying to improve his time. Oh, just watching pint size break into that hairpin, then I just got the flashback of you squeezing between 2 cars.
Yeah, that was...
Is it Cameron Poulter?
Oh, Jesus. Joy who? and someone else, there was about an inch either side, and I torpedoed straight through.
Completely missed the braking zone and just, as two cars are turning round the corner, quick flash of Irish Dan fly through.
Let's go back and find that. There's something telling me it was a pre-season race. I think the
I
other
don't.
guy
I
was
thought
Jack.
it was a league race.
Maybe. We haven't raced China that much, so I'll find it. So yeah, unfortunately they're losing North Park. No, not North Park. Teabag, Matey, Moritz, and Ehale. Moritz and Ehale having quali bands. Teabag obviously on a wheel. He's bound to be slower, and Matey by having a couple of issues on track as well. But yeah, so looks like a tight session to be fair.
Yeah, it
SDRS,
does.
he's out on his own there in the front.
Yeah, definitely. Four tenths. 4 tenths clear. He's looking fairly comfortable. Yeah, like you say, apart from that, it is very close. Very close. 32.5 for P2. You know, a second covering P2 to P11. It's close.
Yeah, I think Tier 1 Friday night there was like 7 tenths between first and 15th.
Yeah, but there's a lot of medium tyre runs in there as well.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
you know, if everyone's on softs, I think it will be a hell of a lot closer. But yeah, as you say, confirmation we're losing Teabag, Matey Boy, Moritz, and Ehale. So six guys setting laps on the mediums there. Hound, Curly, Harvey, Hindsight, Airways, and Marshall. So they expect to see some big improvement in this second session now.
Yeah, be interested to see the raw pace. I don't think there's anyone going to try a medium run this session. It certainly, if you had it done on the mediums, it wouldn't make any sense. And looking at the guys who are on the mediums that are going to be going on softs, it wouldn't really make sense for anyone else to go on mediums either. So, point size out of another Q1.
Yeah, told you, mate. Most improved for me. He's doing well. You know, he's held his own in a few quali sessions and races. To be fair to him, you know, he's not always had the best luck, but I think he's definitely doing a lot better than he did last season. Is that Hound first out on track? It is. I have to
Twice that
double
out on
check
the
his
mediums.
tyre just in case.
Yeah, I was just going to say.
My first thought was, I bet he's got hards on.
See, I don't go out in Q2 until about 10, 11 minutes left on the clock. Just leaves everyone get their first run in, gets that track ramped up a bit, and you still have ample time. I think if you're having to do a third run in Q2, you're probably in a spot of bother anyways.
Yeah. Looks like a lot of guys are straight out. There's only 3 lads still in the pits. Marshall, SDRS, Airways. So three quick lads just sort of... Oh, actually 2 of them are on the way out as well. That's Airways and Marshall. SDRS staying in the pits. It's one of them, if you feel like you're one of the faster lads, do you feel you get a benefit letting the other lads go out, settle that first? You sort of have a target to beat?
Yeah, Marshall's on the mediums again. You see, like this snow is insane for me.
I can understand in Q1, in Q2, no.
But a second, if you have the pace, it doesn't make any sense.
He is fast. He is fast, but
if you had the pace, you could do it. It's fine. But it's the second run on the mediums is what doesn't make sense for me. You know, if you think about the wear, if you are having to use them, you're not a million miles away from a soft tyre, anyways.
yeah.
I don't know. Steve reckons you can get 12 laps out of 2. out of 2 quality runs. I disagree with that, but fair enough.
That's because Steve don't go fast enough put wear on. I wish it were you that said that, because I'm going to get some shit now.
Ah, yeah. I wouldn't draw him on me. It's funny, we're nearly at the end of the game and a lot of guys still don't know the tyre warming hack.
Yeah, it's, I tell you what, it didn't really work on pads, but works fucking wonders on wheel.
Oh, yeah. Game changer. Absolute game changer.
Absolutely. I've got to say, it's brilliant. It is brilliant. But I've never done it in quali. I only ever do it under a safety car.
It's even better in quali. You start a hot lap at 100 degrees all around. Most tracks.
Right. Maybe that's where I'm going wrong. That's the problem. That's the reason I'm slow.
Yeah,
Just
for your last run as well, you can burn it down to 1.1 or 1.2 laps as well instead of doing a fuel saving lap.
Hound 32.8, Venom 33.3. First lap's on the board. Next across the line will be Harvey. Closely followed by Curly. Harvey 32.3. Curly 33 flat. Then we've got the Mercedes, a full set of Dave, 32.5. McLaren, a hindsight, 32.9. The Haas of Lutman, 33.3. Was it Venom? Was it? Oh, Nerf. Nerf, 33.7. Pint size, 33.3. Oh, we got a yellow flag, turn 1. I think that's just the car getting out of the way. Yeah, it's Curly. See what time Marshall sets on these mediums. As Pompey Q says, question, when will you guys switch to F124? Because this one has so many great bugs I want to keep seeing. I mean, I kind of want to see the new bugs, to be honest. And Marshall's actually improved his time there in Q2 on that medium tyre. 32.9 from Marshall. I've got to say, I feel like that's... I think that's in and around the cut-off. As Rusty starts a lap, we'll stick on board for this. But yeah, Pompey Q, we will look to move to the new game as soon as possible.
Yeah, I haven't even sat down and looked at it, to be honest. Normally, after kind of in and around 2 or 3 races to go in the season, I'll, when a game coming out, I look forward and plan out the 2 or 3 or 4 seasons ahead. But moving to a new game, we do normally have, 2, 3, 4,
couple of
whatever.
weeks.
Yeah, a couple of weeks on the new games, but we do run practice lobbies every weekend on race teams. So yeah, we'll see how that goes. Might get cons for it. Yeah, we'll see what happens. Haven't thought about it yet. Still in season 10. 7, 8. There's only 5 rows left after this, so yeah. 2 or 3 weeks, I'll be honest.
Yeah, we have just passed the halfway point. Well, it feels weird having, what is a short season. Obviously, yes. the new game coming out earlier than usual.
Yeah, I think that's going to keep getting earlier to align with the start of the real life season.
Do you reckon?
I would think so. When you look at all the hype around, it's a marketing play, I would think.
Well, I know the MotoGP game tends to come out probably a couple of months after the start of the season.
Yeah.
I'd say before F1, but it's always after the start of the season, so they can get all the sponsorship's right, the riders right for the teams and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Rusty managed a 33.2 on his lap. We've got SDRS now on an out lap. Hound as well, but Hound is behind SDRS, so we'll stick on with SDRS. You're looking forward to the complete change in handling model and everything?
As long as it's drivable, I'm running no TC on this game because it's the only thing I can use. It's just don't bother me. I have no real interest in saying, oh, look at me, I don't know assists. You know, hats off to people that do. Assists are not something that bother me. So, you know, if the traction is anything like the 22 game, I'll be back on medium. So, hopefully they haven't messed that about, because I do enjoy the no traction. But yeah, it just depends on what they do, really, to what the size of it.
I've got to say, I played the beta and I really didn't play enough of it. I should have played a lot more. I literally just did a few laps here and there, and yeah, it's weird. Weird setup's completely different to what you're used to now, and it's going to be interesting. Yeah, it's going to be interesting to say the least.
Yeah.
Yeah.
100%. Yeah, just on board with SDRS with his first lap. He couldn't have fine to get a second lap in, so is he full of confidence? 32.1 in Q1, so maybe.
Yeah, I think that's it. I think he sort of felt like he had the pace. Felt like he had the beating of them from that Q1 time, and you know, let them set the first times, gives him a benchmark to hit. I don't know. As you say, it puts a bit of pressure on him, knowing that, you know, maybe a mistake now, and he's got to hurry up, get round to get back in and change tyres or whatever, refuel. But we'll see what he manages now. Keeps it within the line. 32.5 up to P3. Yeah. See what Hound's on. Hound's 3 tenths under at the moment, sector 2.
Yeah, I'm not sure. He has enough time to get around and get back out, but he's probably okay with that time, I would think, but I don't know. You couldn't second guess tier 3. It's just not an ideal, not a good strategy to have.
No, absolutely not. We'll see pint size and nerf P1 and 2 soon. But Hound improving there as well. 32.6 puts himself up to P5.
Yeah, it's a hell of a lot closer this session. You only got, you know, a couple of front runners. You know, when you look down, the gaps are so small between every driver, which 32 or 33.2 currently is the cut-off point.
Nerf across the line doesn't improve. 35 flat he did then.
Yeah, he's struggling small, but had that spin in Q1 as well.
Pint size slightly over, half a tenth over his time, so not improving. Ended up 2.5 seconds over, so he must have abandoned that lap. He's got the red fuel light flashing, but it looks like he's pushing. Don't think he'll make it through that lap. We've got Airways on a lap. Slightly under his time. Just coming up to the final corner now. Straight into the pits. I'm not sure if he lost time behind his teammate though. What? Or he thinks he's safe.
Yeah, we'd 2 VSCs Friday night, no safety car. Can't remember the last race we didn't have a safety car.
I think I might have caused the safety car Friday night. I didn't really stick around long enough. I disappeared straight away. Pint size half a second over, so not improving. Anderson almost a tenth under at sector 1. Says it's a purple sector 1 as well.
Yeah, he already has a time on the board as well, so that will be accurate.
Home retired. I saw a yellow flag pop up on track then. I thought Hound had crashed out.
He got an Aston in front of him though, who needs to get out of the way. He's probably not doing too much to him, to be honest, but he's backed out.
Who are you on with?
No one.
I was on with Anderson.
I thought you said North.
No, Nerf had already given up his lap. He was like 2.5 over at sector 2.
Collins was nice with no safety cars. It wasn't, because I was actually I was 1 or 2 mistakes away from being lapped by Colin Friday night.
Wow, Rusty 32.3 though.
Nothing rusty about Rusty. That was a savage lap. CDR S thinks he has enough done as well. 2 guys in the pits definitely out. So yeah, 3 places currently in danger. Curly's on an out lap, and he has cut that incredibly tight. Lockman needs to get a move on.
Anderson 32.6 did manage to jump up to P7 from what was, I think he was P12, P11, P12. Lutman, wow, 31.8.
Yeah, that's quick.
What were you saying, Dan?
Yeah, he needed to get a move on. That's all he had. Marshall is on the back straight, preparing for a lap as well. Curly is smashing it. He should be okay.
That's just seconds. Dropped. And hindsight into the drop zone. I've just missed his sector 2 split, no. But it's a purple sector 2. If hindsight can hold it together here, I think he might get back into that top 10. I think that time for Marshall, that 32.9 he's got set was the one he set on the mediums, which I said would be the cut-off.
Yeah. Hindsight losing a bit of time in sector 3 there, definitely. And he does improve, wow.
Yeah, 32.3 puts himself P4. Big improvement there. And that drops Marshall out. Marshall's almost 2 tenths under though at sector 1.
Yeah, Anderson and Chip not on laps.
No, Anderson's in the pit.
Chip is on a lap.
Chip is on a lap.
Over.
See what Marshall can manage here now, sector 2. Yeah, 5.5 tenths over. Purple sector 2. He's definitely pushing.
He said a purple sector, to be honest.
Yeah. Venom improved, but only to P11, 32.8 for Venom.
Chip is a 10th up as well.
Marshall now going up to the final corner. Rounds it nice, clean. Yep. P6, 32.4.
Yeah, Chip, that drops Chip down. Chip needs a big sector 3 here. Takes the last corner very nicely, actually.
I think he took that safe. It looks safe.
Oh, he popped up, but I didn't see. Did it drop someone out? I think it
P10. P10 he has. Oh!
Just scrubbed through.
I think he did what he needed to do. He took that final corner so safely.
Yeah, back in a second there, bud.
But yeah, confirmation there. We are losing Anderson, Venom, Curly, Pint Size, and Nerf. But yeah, 8.5 tenths covering the top 10, so it's going to be a very close, very interesting Q3. 8.5 tenths covering the top 10, yet over 4.5 tenths between the top 2. The 4 tenths covering second and 10th. That's insane. Anderson missing out by 5 thousandths of a second as well. Wow.
Shanghai has the largest population of China's capital Beijing. Shanghai is one of the most densely populated places on the planet. As well as ancient and historic buildings, Shanghai has an impressive array of modern buildings. Shanghai Tower is the World Finance Centre. Be sure to visit Fun to enjoy some breathtaking architecture.
Hound again, first one on track. I mean, Q3, I don't expect to see any tyres other than softs. No. I pressed the wrong button. There we go. Jump on board for this one with Hound. See what speed he gets up to here on his out lap. Compare it to what he actually manages on his hot lap. Still not activated his ERS yet. There you go, ERS active. DRS active. And he gets us underway on our first flying lap in Q3. Get wide at the apex of turn 3. So what I'm getting from Steve here is he doesn't like curbs, because he's nowhere near any of them. But no, I don't look too bad at that. Looks clean. Nice wide run onto that back straight. Got Hindsight behind him as well, who might be picking up a bit of a slipstream. Just one corner to go. Ooh, little wide on entry. Cost him a bit of time there on the exit, and a 32.4 from Steve. Hindsight 32.895. We've got Airways coming up to the line now. 32.5. Rusty next. (32.1). So fastest time in this session so far from Rusty. Full Send Dave will be next. 32.8, P6. Oh, Lutman invalidated final corner. Was a 32 flat. Would have put in P1. It's invalidated his next lap as well. So pressure on Lutman. But SDRS now up to the line. 31.6. What a lap. Wow. Lutman's lap's invalidated. Chip is just starting a lap. We'll stick on board with Chip. T-Bag says the only advantage of being knocked out in Q1, I'm in a more comfortable seat this time.
I tell you what, Claire, it's actually a breath of fresh air to see Rusty and SDRS coming in here at the top end. It's great to see.
Yeah, absolutely. Some fresh faces. You know, Lutman, obviously, Lutman's currently leading the championship. We've got Marshall, we know both of them are quick. But we know Airways is quick, we know Harvey's quick, we know Chip can be quick, we know Dave can be quick. So, you know, the quicker guys we get in, the better I think it makes the tier, to be honest.
Oh, God.
To be fair, T-Bag's one as well, obviously. I know he's moved to wheel now, obviously. I share that pain, that that loss of pace, but I wouldn't say I was quite as fast as T-Bag was beforehand. Chip, 32.6, puts himself P6. So I don't know if you saw it, but Lutman invalidated on the final corner, set a 32 flat, which would have put him P1. Then SDRS managed the 31.6 straight after it. So it's going to be extremely close at the top.
Nice.
We've got Airways and Hound straight back out onto the track. T-Bag says turn 1, 10 DNFs, will say sorry now. Yes, sorry won't quite cut that, mate.
Sorry, bud. I'm just looking at...
You're alright. I was just trying to work out how Coventry didn't knock United out, you know.
Yeah, I haven't watched any of it. We had a soccer match this afternoon, so I just literally hopped into the car and it popped up. United winning penalties. Then I looked and they were
3-0 up. 3-0 up. Do you know what the worst thing is, though, is that Coventry scored a winning goal in the 121st minute. And it was disallowed for offside. And from what I've seen, it's a very marginal offside.
Yeah, I've just watched the highlights. That's all I watch United these days, the highlights.
Oh God, it's unbelievable. When it was 3-2 United, I was sat there looking at it, going, "I'm gonna put a tenner on Coventry to score next." And I undernard about it. I decided not to, and then I saw Coventry score, and I went, "Shit, I should have done it." Airways is looking fairly tidy through this lap.
Yeah, Airways again. Ooh,
he's one of them drivers for me that, watching him on track, he doesn't look like he sets the world alight. You know, he looks smooth, just looks comfortable. But he seems to be fast as well, and I don't understand how he does it.
Yeah, Airways is quick. Like, again last week, just run. He just doesn't seem to have any luck. Just gets caught up in things.
But that's it now. He's got one corner to go. Ooh, that's a bit of a slide there. That'll cost him a bit of time. Yeah, 4 tenths over his time, so he's not improved. And he will not be able to get around. Steve's almost quarter of a second under. Steve, 32 flat, up to P2. World's gone mad.
Ah, it's a glitch. It's a turtle string flat.
Shit, he's got medium tyres on as well.
Oh, Steve. The gift that keeps on giving.
I've got to say, I agree with T-Bag there. As they said on Top Gear, if it looks slow, it's quick. And I feel like that's how Airways drives. I'm not saying he looks slow, but it just looks smooth and effortless. We've got Lutman on a lap now. He did invalidate a 32 flat on the final corner. So, see what he manages this time round.
There's nothing worse than one of these laps. You got no time in the board.
Pressure's
You don't know
on.
whether you're up or down. You don't know whether to push or if you've done enough. It's just a pure pressure lap. Especially when you're leading the championship.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. I mean, the only benefit for him is that Marshall's only in P7.
Yeah, he's just starting to flyer, but he has an issue. He has an Alpine in front of him. Is he a bit close?
Slipstream.
I'm gonna say he is, if I'm honest.
See, Lutman's just got this final corner to go now. This is where he invalidated last time round. He keeps it clean this time. Cross the line, 31.7. P2 for Lutman.
Nice lap.
Very nice lap for Lutman. See what Marshall can do now. Championship challenger. Almost a 10.5 under at Sector 1.
Going to need a bit more than that. A hell of a lot more than that. He must have made a big mistake on that lap somewhere.
Yeah, unless he's used a worn set of tyres maybe.
Yeah, potentially.
Sector 2 split, quarter of a second under. Still not enough.
No.
That only puts him around, Airways, Harvey. Hindsight jumping up there to P6 as well, 32.3.
Unless he made a big mistake in Sector 3. Ooh, Harvey going very deep there at 14 and he's off track and he's on track. Let's see what Harvey can do. He obviously is up on his time, but how up on his time is he? It looks quick. And it is quick.
A Marshall 31.9. Marshall jumping Harvey there.
Jesus.
A lap that looked like he were nowhere, all of a sudden pulled it out in Sector 3. So you're right, maybe he went deep into the hairpin.
Yeah, you can go deep there super easy.
But I think he's in a position where he can keep that pressure on Lutman for that championship battle. Starting obviously just behind him. Be an interesting one. I will be back in just a second.
Yeah, likewise.
on the back. Quick tyre check. We've got Harvey, Chip, Teabag, Matey, and Morris starting on the hards. Everybody else on the mediums. I was drinking a beer as I walked downstairs. I walked into the wall and spilt beer all over myself.
Teabag's had a spin already.
When it rains, it pours. Obviously, I know I'm in that situation myself. You know, fairly new to wheel, still getting used to it, and yeah, it's difficult. That section where Teabag's just gone through is where I lost it on Friday night. The end of sector 2, that double left-hander. Your dog's sounding roady.
Yeah. Exactly.
Even though he's muted his mic, I can hear his voice echo down that corridor. Pompey Q says, funny, even without Osso not driving, there's still 19 souls driving, because he's a ginger. Everybody's forming up on the grid now.
Sick.
Matey disqualified. Overshot his marks. I think that's the grid fully formed now though. It is. The lights are on. 5 lights.
No.
And away we go. That's no good for me. Drive through there. See, on my screen there, the lights went out, but no one moved.
Yeah, Marshall got a really bad start.
We got a yellow flag. Moritz, Teabag right at the back. Not sure if there's a coming together there. E-Hail, Curly dropping. Pint size up to 14th. Have a look at the position changes. Nerf up 3, E-Hail up 6 places. SDRS and Lutman just keeping the positions.
Yeah, disaster for Matey. That's his race. Seriously jeopardised already.
Yeah, definitely. It's the worst start possible, isn't it? Pulling up a drive through straight away.
Yeah.
As Anderson makes a move on E-Hail. Ooh. I think there were a bit of lag there as well as Pint Size has made it through. Screen seemed to jump around a little bit there while I were on board with E-Hail. For possible race strategies, it's saying medium soft, pitting lap 16 to 18.
Yeah, I wouldn't be a fan of that, no, if I'm honest.
No, I know it suggested that to myself on Friday, and as soon as I looked at it, I thought, no, I'm like, no chance. Harvey up past Marshall, Airways making it past Hindsight now as well. Almost a 4-way battle here with Hound, Airways, Hindsight and Chip. Hindsight up the inside at turn 2, a Hound slowing a little bit, cost Airways.
I saw that. It's hard to know what line to take there, like, isn't it?
Well, that's what I was trying to say in quali, where like I find it similar to, you know, turn 1 at Japan, where you don't need to brake for the first part of it, but then you need to brake.
Yeah.
And it compromises your line so much.
It's different as well whether you're, you know, if you've car ahead or not. And just on board.
Airways going for a move now on Hound. He's now on the outside through that double left-hander. Oh, and he's spun. He's in the wall. He's out. Airways is
Oh,
out.
Jesus Christ.
That's, if I'm honest, that's not part of a track you want to be going too wide. That is
No, it's not.
no.
It's not. But and there's an end plate there as well. Oh, God.
Marshall now back past Harvey. Full send Dave was getting in on the mix as well, but no, backs out of it. But he's got the inside line. No, Harvey keeps that position now into the final corner.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was saying about Airways during quali. Just things like that. I don't know if he's made the move or his home's made the move or someone
No,
defend or not
Airways
defend,
made the move and was on board with it. Airways went for the move up to the inside of the corners before, the right-hander before, and then was on the outside of the double left-hander. But, you know, stuck at it, and it's a difficult one. Obviously, the camera cut to a proper onboard view, so you couldn't really see how close they were, whether they were still side by side or not, but it's definitely a corner I would not want to be going side by side with.
Marshall's after getting past Harvey, but it's cost him 2.5 seconds to look with ahead. You know what? SDRS is holding his own here as well. And his ERS management looks good. Hard to fight that DRS.
Oh, is that Harvey? Harvey's gone wide though. Harvey brought late, went deep, and Dave is past him now before the back straight.
I tell you, that right-hander is one of the worst corners on the game. It is. It's horrendous.
See, I the first time I raced here, I absolutely hated that corner. But it's full send Dave as a. I don't know if he got hit from behind then. In the braking zone. I'm not sure if he got hit by Rusty then. He was on the outside of Harvey and then all of a sudden just had a random snap and I heard contact. Hound down to P12. He's in the pits. Hound's in the pits.
Yeah, it's an end plate, I'd say. I did see an end plate on track. Turn 13, I believe. 12-13.
Something like that.
And he is not in for a wing. Oh, he is. I was going to say, it's best of luck with them 12 laps on the mediums.
See, if he didn't bother using them mediums in the quali, he could have put a fresh set of mediums on. And gone medium, soft. Or, you know, medium whatever until a safety car comes out or something, you know. But what do we know? Tell you what, Nerf up 6 places. Nerf's not looking too bad at the moment. I don't. There's a McLaren just behind Nerf and Venom that is lagging around quite a bit. It's jumping about. I think that's Anderson. Oh, sorry, I've just seen the message from E-Hail.
Yeah, I'm on a put.
It says he's already in the session, so I can't invite him anyway.
What are you doing here if you're Luckman?
Me personally, if I'm in Luckman's position, I'm looking at the gap behind going 3.5 seconds. I'll sit behind this leader. I'll sit behind the leader.
Yeah, I would too. Try and drain his ERS down a bit.
Not even that, just save my own. Sit behind him. If I'm comfortable, you know, without burning, sit behind him, use the DRS, save my ERS. That gap behind is growing and growing and growing.
Yeah, I was going to say, Clay, like, we've only 5 rounds left after this. If I'm looking, it's Marshall is what I'm looking at, not SDRS. Not right now, anyway.
Exactly. I'm looking at the gap behind. seeing the gap behind grow, I'm just going to carry on doing what I'm doing. Stick to what I'm doing. Because he's not pushing too hard. You know, it's not uncontrollable, or he's having moments here and there. He's not in a feisty battle. Sit behind the guy ahead.
Yeah,
If he's helping you pull away, carry on.
Well, I'm just watching SDRS. He's not really using a whole pile of ERS, and they're just heading away from Marshall. It's a bit
T-Bag's just dropped as
strange.
well. T-Bag's had a spin. I'll just fire the hell and invite.
Yeah, sent him two.
I'll send them 6 more.
Two.
But no, if I'm honest, I think Luckman looks comfortable here. You know, neither of the top two are burning the RS. They're both looking very comfortable. Marshall has obviously got a bit of a battle behind him. I say a bit of a battle. He's got Harvey sticking with him that he's got to keep an eye on. Harvey's in a better position ERS wise. Then there's a bit of a gap. But yeah, it's races like these that, you know, could define the season. Obviously, Luckman currently leading the championship. Marshall in P2 in the championship. What's the point difference between them?
I can check that on a second, bud.
I'm just loading it myself. 7 points. 7 points separates them. So I think Luckman would be happy to sit there comfortably, see how the race develops. And, you know, you can make that decision then whether you push or go for the win later in the race. Curly's out. It's a full safety car. He's retired. He's crashed out on the final corner. Now that is going to change everything I've just said.
Yeah. I suppose it's all it's.
It doesn't. There's no one it benefits really. Everyone's on mediums or hard, so it doesn't really benefit anyone.
It doesn't. Probably try and hang these mediums out. If you box, you're going to have to drop in again.
It just, you know, it nullifies that gap that the leading two had bought. LOI Collins saying the lad starting on hard, this isn't ideal, it benefits anyone doing a 2-stop. Yeah, that's right. If I'm honest, I'd have thought most of the lads starting on medium would have been going for a 1-stop anyway. Maybe they would go in medium to hard. They might now be debating medium to soft. SDRS is in the pits. Marshall's in. Harvey's in. Harvey off the 6-lap old hard tyres. Full send Dave's in. Hindsight's in. I think LOI Colin knows more than us. So Luckman's the only one who didn't pit out of the top 11. SDRS, Marshall going for hards. Full send Dave, hards. Rusty, hards. Nerf, hards. Everyone else put fresh mediums on. It's too early for me. I don't know. To me, that's too early. Am I going mad?
Yeah. Yeah, them hards aren't going to the end. 20 laps. Yeah. Who knows? One or two of them will probably be under the safety car. I don't know. I don't know.
Well,
I don't know.
can someone block that cunt? Can I do it? I can block them, but I can't delete them from the stream or anything.
It's all good.
Pompey Q, stop giving us shit. We're on it. I'd rather Rosso be here, so you give him the abuse instead. But I mean, they're offering us a good thing, Dan. It sounds like a bargain, that.
I didn't see it.
Hello, sorry for bothering you. I want to offer promotion of your channel, viewers, followers, views, chat box, etc. The price is lower than any competitor.
Yeah, you're alright.
The quality is guaranteed to be the best. They've not seen our racing. Flexible and convenient order management panel, chat panel, everything is in your hands. A huge number of custom settings. It don't give you much information, to be honest. Just lots of big words. Colin says, hards will be touch and go to get to the end, but fresh softs or mediums at the end is OP. See, I wanted to say that I feel Lutman's in the best position, because he's not pitted. But the lads on fresh tyres behind him, he could get swamped. And then it all depends on how, whether there's another safety car or anything later on. It's a tricky one. It's a tricky one. The race is definitely not decided yet.
No, it's not. And it's funny because Luckman did something like this the last time, and I questioned him, and it worked out.
Yeah. I remember. Who's that?
Sorted. Yeah, it's funny. It's a funny one. I suppose the only thing for Luckman is if there was to be another safety car after he boxes and the hard stay out, he could be in a spotter bother with the amount of grid positions he'll lose. The pit windows around lap 14 anyway. The safety car might extend that by a lap, maybe two at best.
Yeah,
so he'll be looking to pit in the next 5, 6, 7 laps. Badly timed safety car now could be problematic.
Yeah. Got Chip into the pits under the safety car. Chip. You got wing damage.
So there's a Suits teabag as well. Low in the old race back there.
Yes, Chip's got wing damage, so I wonder if that's contact under the safety car. E-Hail as well, getting a wing change. And his car, it was in AI. He's only just rejoined the session, so. But he's got fresh hards on. He'll try and get to the end, I'm sure, 18 laps. Anderson currently a lap down, I believe, in P18.
Yeah, it's a pity. The game should have a way to unlap themselves, but
yeah, it's awful.
Doesn't.
It's awful. I've seen it happen once. I've been in that position once. I got that and then yeah, I threw a bit of a baddie. There's no way I could get back on the lead lap. It's sort of ruins your race a little bit.
Yeah, it does. It does.
As Curly says, do you want a third in comms? He Hales left again. Sort your fucking internet out too, mate. Forget multi-21. Fucking turn the Evernet on.
Multi-21.
Look. Thanks, Dan.
Don't mention it. I stopped shouting multi-21 when I got Luckman. He's a lost cause.
But it is going to be Luckman who gets us underway, and he's gone nice and early, to be honest.
Yeah, I do the exact same thing. To be honest, that was me.
He's got a decent run. Obviously, he's not caught SDRS napping. Marshall's dropping a bit.
Teabags in the wall. There's no way they went there. He must have lost the rear. And it has to be frustrating to, moving to wheel, one of the quicker guys in the tier, finding yourself where you are. Like, doesn't give you any real desire to keep going, and he's not gonna quit. Don't quit. If you go on wheel, just keep going.
Yeah, look, obviously, I've made this decision recently. I moved to wheel, got the rig, whatever. I moved to wheel, and I could not believe how uncompetitive I am. Don't get me wrong, I wasn't probably in Teabag's position, fighting for leads or, winning the race. But I found myself quite regularly battling for, trying to get on that podium or a top 5.
Yeah,
and then I went.
CDR S is past Luckman already. Sorry, Claire.
He is, but Luckman's coming back at him here. He doesn't look like he's got the position done side by side into that chicane. Luckman.
Harvey put serious consideration into making a 3 wide there and thought better of it.
I think that's a wise decision. The chicane's hard enough going through 2 wide, let alone... the hairpin's bad enough going through 2 wide, let alone 3 wide. But yeah, you were saying, like, I couldn't believe the amount of pace I'd lost by moving to wheel. The way I looked at it is I know how to race. It's a case of go and stop, Side by side I can handle that. I know how to deal with it, but my God, I lost, I think it was 3 seconds of that. And yeah, I'm struggling to find that back. And it is demoralising. It is demoralising. You come to a track that you feel like you're good at, or it was a good track for you previously, and then you're that far off the pace, you're driving round on your own at the back, and
I suppose look, you've gone from using, a couple of fingers to 2 full hands and a left foot and a right foot. Luckman is struggling so bad right now.
He's getting swamped. This is what I was saying. His tyres might not be in a bad place, but he'll get swallowed because of the guys with the fresh tyres.
Oh, Harvey goes deep. Luckman has a look, and he gets it up the inside, but he has whoa. I tell you what, lad.
Harvey went majestic. Deep, Marshall hit the back of him, and Luckman capitalised there.
Yeah, he's going to get caught here again, though. He doesn't. Whoa.
Luckman's trying to go around the outside.
Whoa.
Ooh, that was close.
Yeah, it's you know what? The first couple of corners, well, you can overtake on it. They are inducive to the odd mistake.
Yeah. As also says, not enough fuel today available for me, so I had to miss out.
Bell end.
There'd probably be enough fuel if you're in Anderson's car, mate. He's a lap down. I really don't know how to call it. I don't know what's going to happen this race. I'm looking at it thinking Lutman's done, surely.
Yeah, it definitely appears to be that way.
But
like he needs another safety car. I think he's not going to have the pace.
That's what I was going to say. A safety car now goes in Lutman's favour over everyone else, as Marshall makes it past him now. So that championship battle is now.
Yeah, but a safety car, a safety car in the next few laps benefits him because he gets a free pit stop, but he'll drop to the back of the grid more or less. That could be a problem.
Grid's still compact. Yeah. No, you're right. But I'd expect to see, if there is another safety car, I'd expect to see a lot of other lads pit as well.
Yeah, you could get back in.
Making it up past Rusty.
It could be tempting at this point for a safety car to get off them hards and back onto mediums, 14, 15 laps. Or not even that. Definitely very doable.
It's an interesting one.
He's sticking with him. He just doesn't seem to have the wings on the back straight. They're just gaining so much on him.
We've got a yellow flag, sector 1. That's a Haas. Is that pint size?
Yeah, it is pint size. Oh, and he's lost DRS now, so he's going to be under savage pressure to turn 14 again. He's just back in it. Did he get it? Where's the line here? He's just, he missed it by a thousandth of a second, and then he goes wide. Yeah, he's going to get swamped here.
Yeah, it looks like the lads behind got a good run as well. Yeah, there's Hindsight going for the move. Lutman did get DRS.
He did.
He just got a bad exit. Bad exit, wings, yeah. Hindsight got past. Full Send Dave very nearly made it past as well. We've got a yellow flag now in sector 3. What's that for? That's a Ferrari, slow moving Ferrari. No, it's matey. T-Bag's further back.
Sector 4.
Oh, I'm sorry, T-Bag, mate. I love you, but fuck you.
E-Hail is and up and down.
Yeah, well, he's my teammate.
Yeah, Colin said he doesn't have traction on 13, which he doesn't. He definitely doesn't. Traction in 13 is just horrific. It's one of the worst. I said it. If you try it on no traction, you just have to baby it and build the revs, and it's awful.
Yeah, I'm just looking at the leaderboard now. Your top 3, all within DRS of each other: SDRS, Harvey, and Marshall. Then there's a 2.5 second gap to Hindsight, and Lutman's in that squabble of cars behind Hindsight.
He's not getting the eggs over the 13, and he definitely doesn't have the wings. I don't think that pace difference is all a bad exit. Don't try and hang it there, he doesn't. God, he got close to the back of Dave there. Oh, I never like that.
Well, Dave was unlucky the lap before. He was looking at the move, trying to go up the inside, and sort of got hung out to dry. But he's made it work this lap.
It's funny actually when you're on comms and you're in spectator view, it's
absolutely so different.
It hits the nail on the head of how the whole ERS thing works. Obviously, Luckman runs ERS, or not ERS, ABS. Vast majority of guys in the league run ABS. I think there's probably 5 or 6 or 7 in Tier 1 that don't, but everybody else more or less does.
Yeah.
So Luckman is running ABS and he's not locking up, but when you're looking at his POV, he is locking up. You know, so ABS doesn't stop you locking up, it just takes away the floating straight on element, but it does cost you
Yeah.
that understeer and all the problems that are associated with it.
It costs you time as well. You think about it, the way ABS works is by applying and unapplying the brakes quickly.
Yeah.
It's on and off instead of putting it on constant. That sounds stupid. Obviously, I'm trying to explain to people who know what they're talking about how ABS works, but
that is too bad. Is that matey or too bad? That is matey. What? Matey's having a bit of a torrid time.
yeah,
Whoa!
he
What
pit
happened,
him a
Venom?
lot before.
Venom's out. How
Venom-
has he lost it there? Luckman has to pit now, surely. VSC,
Yeah,
he has to.
VSC, yeah, that's it. He can get to the end now, 12 laps. Is it too early for softs?
For me, yes.
Couple of laps under the VSC maybe? Well, a lap under the VSC. VSCs are normally shorter. Would he go softs? Will he go hards? Ooh. The safe option's hards.
But no, he doesn't. He goes soft.
He's going for the fast, risky option.
Yeah,
All right.
he's
No,
probably- he's probably
fair
all-
play to him. Fair play
He's
to
probably
him.
okay. They'll be dead at the end, but he's probably alright.
And this is it now. He's down in P10. Oh, he's got a drive through.
Nice. Wowza.
Hindsight and Luckman both came out of the pits and got a drive through. How'd you get? They got the drive through as soon as they came out of the pit. That is.
Yeah, it's. Alright,
That's- That doesn't
It's a-
sound right to me. That.
Well, we had it Friday night. I nearly got a drive through on turn one. It's the deltas on this game are so bad.
But I mean, they've just come out of the pits. They're from the pit lane to turn one. They've got a drive through. That is.
Yeah. We didn't even get we had one of the VSCs. We didn't even get a prepare to return to racing. It was just the VSC was out and then it was gone. It was ridiculous.
This game, man, is insane. I feel for both Hindsight and Luckman.
Yeah.
You know, they both made a decision at a pit and, you know, go for it, and both ended up with a drive-through. And
Yeah, and like the thing is, there's literally nothing we can do about it.
yeah, it's shit.
I don't know about you, but I'll always serve a drive-through straight away if in case a safety car comes out.
I don't. I tend to. You get 3 laps to serve it. I tend to aim for the second lap.
Yeah, but if the
Just
safety-
because I let the field spread out a little bit at least. If there's an issue behind me that holds a lot of people up, it puts me in a better position. I don't lose as much time.
Yeah, true.
I understand what you're saying if a safety car comes out, but then that extends that 3 laps. So you get 3 laps after the safety car then.
Yeah, look, the thing is for me, it can happen to anyone. A drive-through can happen to anyone, but I think like everybody is so well aware at this stage of how bad the deltas are.
Yeah,
It shouldn't
yeah.
it shouldn't be happening.
I understand what you're saying. If I'm honest, I think that one's a bit. I think that was a bit out of order, if I'm honest. Luckman and Hindsight both came out of the pits. They'd just come out of the pits and got a drive-through. Which, yeah, it's a bit... For me, I think the game's a bit out of order, though.
Oh, matey boy's crashed. On the
No,
pit
he's
straight.
pit and quit.
Oh, okay. Apologies.
Pit and quit. But Full Send Daves past Hindsight, Hounds past Nerf. Luckman did set the fastest lap of the race then, but he still has his drive-through to serve.
Yeah, it's just all these yellow flags now carrying a drive through. The issue for me is if there's a safety car right now, Luckman gets stuck behind it, the field is spread or it's all bunched up. You know, we go get back
Yeah,
race in lap 22
yeah,
or 3, and then a drive through to serve. Whatever chance you have now, you're totally gone at that point.
yeah. No, I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying. It's that fine line, innit? That risk and reward.
Yeah, I know. I do feel Luckman's issues today have been not hitting under that safety car. That's kind of where it started for me. I tell you what, SDRS is showing some
Matey,
serious pace here.
Matey commented saying that he got lapped, so he quit.
He got what?
He got lapped, so he quit.
Okay. SDRS isn't even touching his ERS. SDRS, ERS, DRS, ABS.
I just keep on calling him SDS. SDS,
Yeah,
Joe.
yeah, 100%.
Oh, shit. Fuck. I'm just turning around, my beer's been on its side. I don't know how long for, but there's a lot of beer all over the floor.
Lick it up, you're fine.
I can't get my head in that gap.
Thanks for the visual.
Yeah, my face ain't fitting in there. Oh, it'll be fine. It'll dry, won't it? Yeah. Harvey's keeping him on his toes though. I know Harvey's pushing maybe a little bit more, but sticking with him, he's not looking too bad. Piss myself off, mate.
It's been a decent race, if I'm honest. It would be great if we didn't have the usual late safety car stuff and actually finish a race properly.
Yeah, just looking at the tyres, I'd expect SDRS to be in a better position. 12 lap old hards over Harvey's 12 lap mediums, but
Yeah,
Harvey's
you'd
hanging
imagine.
on.
Yeah, you'd expect that to change in the next 2 or 3 laps.
I tell you who could fucking come to fruition here. Full send Dave, 3 lap old mediums.
Oh, sorry.
3 lap old mediums in P8.
I'll tell you what, Moritz is clipping away nicely there, up in P5 after coming into this race for the quali band, so he's doing well.
I'll be back in a minute, mate. I need to go and get some wipe this beer up. Sorry.
Yeah, Clay's on board with Harvey, so stick on with that and see what we can do. Where is my times? Oh, you don't have any times? I do. There we go. Yeah, Harvey's looking to potentially make a move here. SDRS is not deploying still. He's happy enough to leave Harvey take it. And Harvey is into the lead. For how long is the question? SDRS doing a switcheroony. Can he make it stick? He can't. Harvey gets better drive on the mediums that must be feeling not too great currently, but he's making it work. SDRS now deploying. Harvey not deploying. It's a DRS or an ERS chicken battle as such. That cliff is definitely going to come for Harvey. It's just a case of when. It's not if. 7 laps left. That'll be 21 laps on the mediums. They're probably not feeling too healthy, if I'm honest. But yeah, still doing a great job, and to be fair, no question.
Right, sorry. We've got a battle
Alright, but
right at the front.
yeah,
SDR S7.
it's a great battle they're having on.
Looking
Really,
very
really good
tasty.
battle.
Saw a time penalty pop up then with that pint size.
It's funny, I'm kind of expecting Harvey to be off the cliff at this stage. Or close to it. I was just calculating there, he'd have
Yeah.
21 laps done in the medium at the end of the race. That's a lot of laps. Ooh, and that's a safety car. It's
VSC?
for what? I don't know. It doesn't say VSC. It doesn't say anything. And people, please watch your deltas. It doesn't say anything. It says caution sector 1, 2 and 3. It doesn't say VSC. There isn't a safety car route. Nobody seems to be slowing down. I suspect this is just a yellow flag glitch. And if it is, as a driver, you're wondering what do you do now? Because you can't overtake under yellows.
I don't know. I'd say this is a VSC if I'm honest.
Nobody looks like they're going slow.
Yeah, but you don't. You're so slightly, don't you? Probably why I get drive-throughs, to be honest.
Yeah, this is definitely a glitch.
No, I disagree. I disagree. Hindsight's just gone past Lutman. See if he gets a penalty. Oh, Harvey and SDRS have just swapped places.
Yeah.
Hindsight,
See,
5 second penalty, ignoring yellow flag.
Oh, hold
SDRS.
on. Yeah, this is an issue we have now. It's a glitch.
What caused the yellow flag?
I've absolutely no idea. Absolutely no idea. And it's gone now. So
See,
yeah,
that's what made me think it was VSC. The fact that it came out full track yellows.
this yeah yeah it's definitely an issue. Yeah, we'll have to deal with that after. I know the last time this happened, we didn't remove the penalties, so we'll
Yeah,
have to
well,
see.
essentially, the rules are if there's yellow flags, you can't overtake.
Yeah, 100%.
So it all depends on how the overtakes were done. You know, if the person ahead is completely slowed down, then or had an issue, gone off track, whatever, then I'd say that's fine. But if you've just overtaken someone under full track yellows, then yeah, you don't really have a leg to stand on.
Yeah.
This carpet's still wet through, and I've run out of kitchen roll. Not a fan of my life at the moment. But
Why?
we'll crack on.
I don't
Go on,
know why
Dan.
we keep getting these yellow flags.
I've seen them briefly pop up in certain sectors and then disappear straight away, pretty much. But I'll tell you what. I don't know. The front three, front four, their tyres must be screaming.
Well, definitely Harvey anyway.
Oh, what's that? Is that from the Mercedes? The yellow flag from them. And again, now we've got full track yellows.
Yeah,
It's green again. It's green again.
There's definitely an issue here because I'm looking at the map and I don't see anyone slowing down. So,
There was two different incidents there. There was yellow flags in two different sectors. One was, I think, the Mercedes going into sector 1, and the other was the into the hairpin in sector 3. I didn't see which car it was.
yeah, just sooner this is over. We got a yellow in sector 1. We don't even have a car in sector 1.
Yeah, it popped up. It popped up. The two Aston Martins surrounding Moritz. A yellow flag popped up over them three,
Yeah.
and then popped up in sector 1.
Oh, and that is a genuine yellow. That's Luckman. He's had a spin. Bad to worse for Luckman. I think Anderson's car is causing this issue because he was on track and instead he's in the pits. And he's not. And he's also lapped, so is that what's causing yellow flags as people are... I don't know. It's what it is.
Well, the tough answer is there's fuck all we can do about it.
No. Little or nothing.
We've got Chip, Moritz, Hound battling at the moment.
Well, there's a definite desync issue here because it just says that Anderson's set the fastest lap, but he's just coming into turn 13, so that's not possible. So there's definitely an issue here being caused by that.
Teabag fastest lap, and
he has
crossed the line.
Funny. Here's what it is. Same for everyone.
Moritz having a battle with Hound. Bit of contact there as well, you heard, on the entry to the corner, but Hound keeps that position. I think Hound's hoping to close. Oh, and we've got full track yellows again, and it's gone green straight away. Yellow's in sector 1, 2. It's gone green again. I'm not too sure what's going on here. The track's fucking flashing at me.
Yeah.
Look at it. It's coming, but it's full yellow, green, full green. Part yellow, part green, full yellow. Part yellow, part green. I don't know what's going on here.
I'm going to be honest. There's cars ghosted going around the track. EA's one in particular. I wonder, like, obviously ghosting is when guys are going through his ghosted car. Is that potentially causing a yellow flag? I wonder.
Yeah, it could do. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, so...
But that shouldn't cause full track yellows.
Yeah, no, it shouldn't. Anyway, yeah. It's been a long time since we've had a glitch like this, but it is what it is. Same for everyone. Nothing we can do about it.
That's it. End of the day, every person in this, in this lobby has had to deal with the same thing. You feel hard done by, report it. I might jump in myself and tell you to fuck off, but No, it's a weird one. It's a weird one. It's not something I've seen before. I don't think it's something any of us have seen before.
No, nah, it's been a while. I think Abu Dhabi, I'm gonna say season 7 was the last time we had something like this, I think.
Yeah, it's definitely a weird one. SDRS takes the win, but has a 5-second penalty. We don't know whether that'll come off or not. Obviously, that's one for the stewards, but Harvey takes the win. SDRS second, Marshall third. So Marshall, I believe, will take the championship lead now. Over Luckman. Luckman only finishing P11. Will he jump hindsight with his penalty? I don't know. No, he won't. So yeah, Luckman only P11, Marshall P3. So Marshall will take the lead of the championship now into, what is it, the final 4 rounds? 5 rounds?
This is round 7, so yeah, 5 rounds. I'll be back there in 1 second, bud.
All of a sudden, Anderson's ended up P12. I don't know where the fuck that's worked. What? Calm down, also. You love it, really. Yeah, I don't know what happened then, but Anderson ended up P12.
Yeah, that's
Fucked.
strange.
It's fucked. So you got Harvey, SDRS, Marshall rounding out your podium. Yeah, it's a bit of a weird grid, if I'm honest. But definitely a weird result.
Yeah. Strange. I must say it's a good drive from Moritz, P18 up to P8. 10
Absolutely,
positions.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Chip and Nerf as well, up there as well. I'd say on the same sort of line. Great drives, kept themselves to themselves. Nerf, we know, had early issues, but came back from it.
So yeah, I think everyone's there.
Are we all here? Oh, Jesus.
We are.
What is going on? Why are we going into qualifying one?
That explains a lot.
What is happening? Am I driving? What's happening? Are we redoing this? The session you're trying to join is no longer available. Okay. Christ. It's hard work, this. So, we've got the podium sitters here. Marshall, Harvey, and SDRS. We'll start with Marshall P3.
Hey, boys.
Sorry, go on.
No, it's just saying hello. You carry on.
You
Thanks.
started a fair way behind, obviously, your title rival Luckman. You went through the race, behind him a lot of it, and then that safety car, him getting a drive through. Did your eyes light up?
Yes, they did. Oh, actually, yeah. When I saw he didn't come in for the safety car, I was shocked, to be honest. I thought we're going to be pitting in 3, 4, 5 laps for the hards anyway. So I was just thinking, well, he must be hoping for another safety car on the back of that one. That was my best guess, but yeah, I was definitely shocked to see him stay out, whilst everyone come in behind him, even the hard runners, Harvey, come in and change to mediums at that time. So that was surprising, but unusual for him to get a drive through.
Yeah, I was just saying the deltas on this game are bad, but I found this track there were awful. Tier 1 Friday night with a VSC that literally went from VSC to no VSC. There was no return to racing or anything, and anybody that was in the red just got it. And yeah,
Well,
unfortunate. It's just one of those things.
it done that tonight actually. The VSC, the final VSC. I was trying to keep a second
Yeah,
in the green, as I'm
100%.
sure most people do. And I got to 1.2 seconds, and I'm like, okay, I'll just kind of claw it back in to make sure I'm close enough to Harvey for when we restart for the DRS. And just as I thought about it, it goes, oh, we're back to racing. It's like
Yeah, you
there's
see,
no,
that's the trouble. Yeah, that's it. And I'm the same. I got so many drive-throughs, and I'll just keep it.
indeed, indeed.
Yeah, 100%.
SDS, some amazing pace there with first of all with Luckman and then with Harvey, absolutely amazing. And Harvey, fantastic. So me and Harvey are quite good friends. And he said earlier he's feeling a win today. So congratulations, buddy.
Cheers, mate.
You don't have any friends. Stop coddling
We're racing acquaintances.
Wow.
Yeah, here's what it is. Don't expect to come in here and be dealing with niceties.
Cool, but thank you
Yeah,
very
great
much.
job. Yeah, great job. I suppose I said I was on board with Luckman, and I made a comment to Clay. Obviously, it's a 12 race season. We usually do 14, 15, 16, depending on how things work out. But like there's 5 rounds left, and I said, at this point, if I'm in a position that either of you are in, I'm looking at the other guy. I'm not really looking at anything else. I think Luckman was P2 behind SDRS, and he was bridging the gap to you substantially. And I was like,
Yeah.
I wouldn't even be worried about the guy ahead. We'll deal with him, when the time comes. Right now, I'm building a gap to Marshall, and that's all. That's the way I'd be looking at it anyway. Is that your mind
Absolutely.
frame, or?
Yeah, it was. Well, my friend was, as long as I got top five, I would have been happy. Like, during the race at the beginning, because it's a track that I'm really not very good at. I said if I get top 10, if I can get 10th, I'll be happy. But during the race, as me and Harvey were battling behind the two front runners for the first 7 laps, I was like, okay, if I can get top five, I can definitely be happy with that. But yeah, it is what it is. What happened with Luckman? But yeah, it's like, again, I think as long as we'll just be watching each other now. I think that's it.
Lovely. Yeah.
Yeah. Apologies. SDRS. Obviously, taking a win on track, getting that penalty though. How are you feeling?
Yeah, I didn't really, yeah, good evening, guys. I didn't get understand what I got the penalty for because the lap car was in front of me and I was really confused and then
Yeah,
I
from
was
our
gonna
point of
brake.
view, we saw yellow flags popping up left, right, and centre on track, and then they disappeared, and then you got a penalty. And
Yeah, they came, they went, they came, they went. So I wasn't really sure. I'm gutted. I'm really annoyed, but good points for Mercedes. Um, it was a really good race. Yeah, really good
Yeah,
race.
it's frustrating. I was only saying it, Claire. We had this. I think it was season 7. It was definitely Abu Dhabi, and it was definitely Tier 1. We had this glitch, and the thing is, like, it's fine for us. Like, we know there's a glitch. We can see it happening, but when you're in a car, you can only see, what is it, 2 drivers ahead, 2 drivers behind.
Yeah,
You have yellow
yeah,
flags. You just you just have to err on the side of caution and do it, because there will be
Do it.
people that are not making them overtakes. Look,
Yeah.
the admins will discuss it. The stewarding team will look at it, but
Yeah.
historically, we
To be
don't
honest
take
with
them
you,
off.
I didn't want to break. Once I went past him, and then I saw it pop up when I saw in the
Yeah.
rules about the safety car, about don't overtake people. When I saw that, I was like, well, I know that is a lap car, but I didn't want to break for Harvey to come behind. Harvey did fantastic on those mediums, by the way. I don't know how the hell he he kept up like under those fights. It was ridiculous, absolutely. But
Yeah.
if he's a gentleman, he'd give me the win.
Oh, he's not. He's a top class prick.
Good luck.
I,
Give you the
But
win.
I'm gonna speak on behalf of him from the comms point of view and say, go fuck yourself. I don't think that's how it works.
no, but it was a fantastic race. I'm still quite new to this league, so really enjoying it. And thanks for having me, guys. Singapore next week. Let's go.
No,
Yeah, I
you've
did.
done an absolute great job, mate. It was I've got to say, pleasure commentating on it. You looked in control pretty much from lap one.
Yeah,
Obviously the safety car, the strategy difference,
yeah,
it brought up a bit of discussion. Maybe Lutman missed out on an opportunity there, but I think you and Lutman were going to have a really good battle for the win of
yeah,
that race.
yeah. That was yeah. Lookman was when I saw he didn't pit, I was I had a bit of relief because I knew he'll be in traffic and I wouldn't be because I saw everyone else pitting. So unlucky to Lookman for that call, but yeah, he's a fast driver, very good. Yeah,
Yeah, you have the art of um, sandbagging a trial, don't with the.
sandbagging a trial.
Yeah, I tried you. You were extremely slow. And I was like,
Oh,
yeah, you know what? You were one of these that we always have these guys, and we've had so many of them. Some are
mm,
in no, some are now in tier one. That
mm,
you're like, yeah, they're really slow, but they're fine because
yeah,
we don't care how well, unless people are aliens fast.
mm,
You
mm,
know, we don't care how slow someone is because we know we've had the proof and we've done
Yeah,
this. We
yeah,
get
yeah.
guys in that are, we know they're going to be lapped and
yeah.
they just come on and, you get advice from people and, it's just the way it goes. But you don't do that to winning a race or nearly winning a race 3 weeks later.
So what I've been doing a lot of is I don't do online racing. I just race in career mode, and when you're in career mode, it's realistic cars. So when I did that, when I jumped in with you guys, and it was equal. It felt different. So as soon as I've seen that we're doing China, which is a track that I've never ever really liked or committed to, um, I just practiced and practiced and practiced, and then it just came. But yeah, I've definitely improved over the weeks because I've noticed now that when you're racing AI and racing in realistic performance is completely different. But yeah,
Yeah.
it's nice to see that I've improved, but there's still some fast guys out there that I've got to watch out for. Lookman,
I,
Harvey, Marshall, Rusty,
I will
Paulsen, my
say,
teammate. There's a lot.
you'll only get better from it. You'll only get better from it as
Racing with
well.
better drivers, isn't it? Yeah,
Yeah, absolutely.
yeah.
And that's the thing, some people look at it and go, "Oh, I'm in tier three. That's a slow tier."
Mm,
It's absolutely not.
no.
I'd say a good 50% of tier three could race in the top half of tier two.
Mm, mm.
I know myself based on my pace in tier two that tier three will give us a hell of a battle. Um, but yeah, it's progression. As Dan says, we've seen people. I've seen. Well, yeah, sociopath started in tier three. He was
Mm.
slow. He won tier three. He moved up to tier two. He won tier two. He moved up to tier one. He won
Damn,
tier one. He's the only
damn.
one who's done it.
Wow,
Who?
that's good going. That is
Sociopath.
damn.
No, doesn't ring a bell.
Damn.
I thought
That,
you were
that's
calling
deleted him
yourself
from
one.
memories.
I thought
I suppose,
that was just you
you know,
referencing yourself.
I suppose you're happy
I'm winning nothing, lad.
you're happy you stuck around and took waited for that full time seat, yeah?
Absolutely, mate. Because the way this league, I just like the way it's run. I like the full quality. It's just a nice way to end the weekend and start the week, you know. So
Yeah, look,
yeah,
everybody says the same thing, and we're not. We are quite. Uh, oh, what's the word I'm trying to look for? We don't, in my words, we don't blow our own holes, but the vast majority of the guys that come in here like the way it's run. They like the
yeah,
structure. They
yeah,
like everything about it,
Yeah,
really.
yeah,
yeah.
But as I said to you, it's like you'll get a drive on a Friday, but tier three is such a hard tier to get a reserve race, and the attendance last season was 97.6%
wow,
for 15 or 16 races. Like getting
wow,
a whole pile of leagues getting that, so it can be frustrating. And like it's fine for you because you could race the Friday as well, but
yeah,
when you get guys in that can only race Sundays, it becomes a bit demoralizing for them when they're
mm,
checking in week after week and they're not getting a race. But
yeah.
look,
Yeah.
that's the way it is.
That's
This
the way
like
it is.
we always have full grids. It's but
Yeah,
eventually guys wait and eventually things come their way. But just came a bit quicker for you. So
yeah. No, no, appreciate
yeah, and
that,
I
guys.
also felt you. I also felt you were one that I could um that I needed to try and hold on to. You get these guys
Appreciate that,
everyone.
mate.
You get these guys every once in a while that you know for a fact they know how to race, they record, they're not going to
Mm,
cause issues, they'll show up, they'll check in, they'll race every week.
yeah.
We only have two requirements: check in
Mm,
and race. You
yeah.
don't have to do anything else.
No, no,
Like we don't ask for much.
no. Yeah. Check in, race, and when someone in front of you gets a penalty, you be a gentleman and give it back. So yeah,
Yeah.
I'm holding on to that.
And on that note, we'll move on to Harvey and see what he thinks of
Thank you
that
very much,
statement.
guys. Take care. Catch you next week.
No worries, bud.
All the
Cheers,
best.
mate.
Bye bye.
Nice one.
So Harvey, are you going to give him the race, man?
How the hell?
Yeah.
Good lad. Good
Yeah.
lad.
I'll get my
Yeah.
petitions back.
That's the exact response we expected.
No, I'm happy with that. I'll take that. So,
Yeah, great
How do you
race.
feel about the whole race? Obviously, long one, couple of safety cars late, obviously yellow flag issues, but
well,
yeah,
qualifying was alright, but I thought I'd start on the hards just in case. 'Cause I know the other guys are quite quick in front, so I thought I'd hold it out. But then when that safety car came, I was like, I'll just go for mediums. It said about halfway through, and it said to pit on lap 22. I said to the guys, I was like, do I pit? Do I not pit? I said to the missus, do I pit? And she said no. So I was like, oh, I'll carry on.
she doesn't know
Then.
what she's talking about, mate. You shouldn't pay it.
No, I shouldn't have. But yeah, so no, I'm quite happy with that. To be fair, happy with the race. So I don't mind China, and I watched it all weekend anyway, so I pretty much know the track. So
Yeah, it's not a track I'm a fan of, but you seem to enjoy it. Seem to do well, pick up the positions. When you obviously you're in a bit of a battle with SDRS.
yeah,
When you saw that penalty pop up for him, did that put your mind at ease a bit?
yeah. But then I thought, well, he's quick, so I thought, I don't think I'm going to hold off. It's obviously his hards were newer than what my mediums were, and I thought I'm not going to be able to hold on to that. And obviously with Ian behind as well. Um, but yeah, obviously when he got the 5 seconds, I was like, all right, I'll try and keep with him, try and drain most of my RS, and then um, lucky enough I had Curly on the other side, so he was sort of keeping me updated what ERS he had, so that was
Yeah,
good.
you know what? It's funny in that scenario. The illegal overtake 5 seconds is another one.
Yeah,
Where you're racing and it's going through your mind. Will that be removed? Will that not be removed?
yeah,
And like all you lads see when the outcomes come out is it was removed or it wasn't removed. You don't
yeah,
see sometimes you don't see the 3 hours of discussion that
yeah,
goes behind the decision, and it is like, well, not so much for the illegal overtake, but I know the last time this yellow flag happened, like
yeah.
this was an
I
all
saw the
this
yellow flag, and it was like
yeah
obviously,
The last
I
time
think
this happened, it
Enhale
was
was obviously ghosted, so I was like, do I go past? Do I go past? So obviously, then I saw Racer move over to the left. So I thought, well, I braked a bit late to be fair, and I got like give place back 2 positions. I was like, oh, fucking hell! So I braked as hard as I could to get the other two back, and then yeah, I was like, if that's gonna stay like yellow flag the whole way round, it's just gonna, we can't overtake. So obviously, he would be behind me the whole time. He couldn't overtake me, and then you know. But then
yeah,
Race would have
and
got away because he was past him already. So
yeah, and you see that's the reason, you see, because
yeah,
you're adhering to the yellow flag and the other guy doesn't. So then it's a double whammy for you. You've lost time by adhering to it, and the
yeah,
other guy also gets 5 seconds off. So, but like these conversations take so long, and all people see is an outcome. It's the same as stewarding. Like
yeah,
Yeah.
the incidents page will open there in the next 10 or 15 minutes. The minute the first incident comes in, we're stewarding straight away,
yeah,
and that's just the way we do it.
It's non-stop. It's
Yeah,
non-stop.
it's non-stop. But
Non-stop.
I think that's why we brought in that stewarding insight channel, just to give snippets every now and again of the conversations, and it's just we make mistakes. We're human, but
yeah,
we do
yeah,
try. We do try. We do try.
yeah. Well, it is what it is, isn't it?
But yeah,
So
Super Drive. I think yeah, it was a great drive. It's unfortunate for SDRS to get that penalty, but a win is a win.
yeah,
I've got wins. I don't give a shit how I get a win. Penalty on track, not on track. The result
yeah,
says P1. That's good enough for me.
yeah. Same with me. So it's the first win in this league. So
Brilliant.
Yeah,
it's
boy.
good. So
Brilliant job, mate. Yeah, I've got to say, a comfortable drive as well. You didn't look uncomfortable pushing, trying to keep with them. You look solid. You look solid.
yeah, I mean
All
yeah,
all
definitely
night.
that last corner with 75% tyres was a bit sketchy. Trying to make sure they get a penalty on that. But yeah, no, that was right. That was good.
No, great drive, mate. Absolutely great drive. Brilliant result and well deserved.
Thank you.
Thank you for joining us, mate.
No,
Um,
no worries.
thanks to everyone who's tuned in for the stream. Uh, apologies, I've just got
When we'll
the
see you
wrong.
next week.
Yeah.
No,
On that note,
I've clicked
time
the
for
wrong
bed.
thing. I was just trying to load the calendar. Join us next
It's
week.
Singapore.
Race Singapore, Friday at half 8, Tier 1 and 2. Tier 3 here, as always, Sunday at 8 o'clock. Thank you all. We'll see you then.